Our community was in chaos, and we were trying to figure out how we could help. Back when the campfire happened, they were starting to find animals in the evacuated areas that were burned and in need of care. And our veterinary center, that is typically general practice care, spay and neuter, miscellaneous surgeries, dental care, overnight became a 24/7 burn unit. Initially, we were just working to triage these cats to get them stable. We didn't even know if all of the cats were going to make it. They did. We didn't lose any. And I just can't. I mean, we were getting boxes of wound supplies from veterinary clinics in West Virginia, and people just thanking us for the work that we were doing. They saw that there was a need, and like us, they love animals, and they wanted to help fill that need. And so one of the things that made our ability to so readily be available to provide backup support is because we had people standing behind us providing financial support and donations and volunteering their time to allow us to really rapidly expand our capacity and our resources.
Spending time with these dogs, they love it as much as I do. I tell my family I'm either going on Saturday or Sunday to volunteer, so they know. I'd been volunteering for just about a year. I heard this little bark across the way, and so I actually looked over there, and there she was, my Roxy. And I have to say, for being here for 13 years, I've only adopted one dog. That's pretty good. The shelter is amazing. The dogs seem to enjoy it. I love it. I love when I hear that dogs are going camping and they're on their boat.
I saw Gimli's picture one day and I was like, yes, I must meet him. I must know who he is. I'm so grateful that Gimli came into my life when he did.
This is a 100% community-run, funded place. There's scores of staff. There are adoption staff, vet techs, receptionists. The kennels get cleaned every day. The building gets cleaned constantly. I mean, I'm sure you can imagine the amount of fur, but also to keep the vet clinic running and to pay the staff and to keep the pet food pantry open. It all requires constant community funding.
Animals come in and they get appropriate veterinary care, and they have access to meals, and they have access to housing. I think they know that this is a safe place, and you can tell that they know that it's a safe place.
The pet food pantry helps to bridge a financial gap for families who cannot afford to feed their animals. Whatever the community puts into this really goes right back into the community.
I just spoke to someone, just yesterday, a dog, his name was Chico, and he would not even come from the back of the kennel. He was so scared. So in my mind, I thought, oh wow, he's gonna be here for a while, just while we continue to socialize with him, get him, to walk on leash and, just to be more socialized. Well, I called and the adopter was like, he's doing great. Just amazing, amazing things. They start out here and then they just go to live their best life. Sometimes it's kind of like, wow, I didn't know that dog had it in him. But to hear that they're really settling, and just, I love hearing when they're sleeping in beds with their owners, things like that. When they lived in the shelter, dogs don't ask for anything. And they deserve everything. And if I could come here for a few hours out of the week and give them what they need and give them what they love, that's what I love doing.
We pour everything that we've got day to day into making sure that our facility is everything that it can be for the animals who need us. And donors really make that possible. It doesn't just come from one person, and it doesn't just come from one believer. There have been thousands of people who have chosen to step up and donate, and you are making a bigger impact than you realize. You are changing the world for an animal who may not have known that they were going to have such a great life, and you really made that possible for them.